In the latest snapshot, 26.1 snapshot 5, we got the golden dandelion. This flower can be crafted with a dandelion and 8 golden nuggets, and when used on a mob, it will preserve its baby state. It can also be used to remove that state if used again. Now, I saw a comment that said this item should be obtained from the sniffer to give it more uses. And I kind of like that idea, but I'm going to tweak it a bit. Okay, so here's my suggestion. In Egyptian mythology, the lotus is the symbol of rebirth and renewal. Now, in Minecraft and in Greek mythology, we have the golden apple, which is a symbol of immortality. Combining those two ideas, I believe that the sniffer should be able to dig up a lotus. So I have that. We will start tick rate real quick here, because I want this to speed up a bit. Let's try 200. But as you can see, the sniffer will dig up. There we go, a lotus. This is a cactus flower. Don't worry about it. It's totally a lotus. And with this lotus, we can then craft it with 8 golden nuggets into a golden lotus. This golden lotus is what would be used on the baby mobs to preserve them as a baby. However, I can see the potential for someone to go around and lock people's mobs as babies, as a prank. So, the item that should remove that functionality is going to be different. It's going to be easier to obtain, and only the age locking will be the difficult part. So here are my suggestions. We've got a few options. Dried kelp, rotten flesh, wither rose. This one's difficult, so I'm not sure it works very well. And then spider eye. I see these as kind of negative effects that might almost curse the eternal youth off of these mobs. And then bone meal, maybe. I'm not sure. I haven't really thought out all the lore implications of this. But one of these. Now, the Lotus and Golden Lotus would have an additional feature, which the community has been asking for a while. Ever since the cactus flower came out, people have imagined what it would look like on the lily pads. So, you would now be able to place a lotus or a golden lotus onto a lily pad, and it would alter the lily pad to display the lotus on top. It wouldn't look white like this. I just downloaded a random resource pack, but and it definitely wouldn't expand the lily pad. But this is a nice proof of concept on how it could work. So that's option 1. Now, I have a second option that I feel like could work well for this feature, and it already exists in the game, and when I was scrolling through the creative inventory, it popped out at me and it looked so perfect. Obtaining it is a little bit difficult. You would have to go make a farm for this, which, not saying you, I mean, you definitely have to make a sniffer farm for the other option. And it doesn't perfectly follow the rules of making the age unlocking item easier to obtain, but I feel like it does work well. Here we have the closed and open eye blossom. You would use the closed eye blossom on the mob to preserve it in the baby state, and then the open eye blossom to allow it to grow again. I feel like this, it just naturally feels like it works. And it's one item, but with 2 different states, and it already fits so perfectly within, with how they've coded this into the inventory as 2 different items. So there are my couple of suggestions. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and I'll catch you next time.